So at the end of last episode we were at Hill Giants training range and I decided to move over to Minotaurs because apparently you profit iron arrows, which I have found to be the case. It's bit of a slight profit right now, but I'm nearly 30 range, so as I kill them quicker I'll be making profit in iron arrows, so that's going to be pretty good. I'm going to stay here for a while actually. It's pretty good for the arrows, because right now if I ran out of arrows I'd have to go and do either steal plate bodies in the wilderness, get a load of cash, or I'd have to go and fish. I can't really be bothered doing those things right now. I just want to train my combat stats up, and then I can start working on harder quests, things like Black Knight's Fortress and eventually Dragon Slayer. So I want to get the combat stats to a good stage, and this is a pretty good place to train. I might move further down into the stronghold of security to try and get a full scepter of whatever it is, so that I can teleport here whenever I want. I think you can teleport to Barbarian Village, and there is an update where you can just recharge your scepter pretty easily rather than having to remake it. So I'm collecting all the right skull halves, and I've got 4 in the inventory. So if I'm going to be training here a lot, it'd be useful to get a teleport here, and that's a pretty good teleport place, because if I teleport to Barbarian Village I've got a pretty good run to Varrock or Falador. I think that's going to be useful for questing. So we're going to carry on. So I spent the afternoon AFKing lobsters and managed to get about 300 cooked lobsters to train with, which is nice. Then I came along to the fresh crawlers, and I came here for the bottom half of the scepter, which I got really early. I've got 2 now and probably get more by the time I've used up my inventory of lobsters. Just probably train here to get the attack and the strength up a bit, maybe even do a couple defense levels until I run out of food. Then we're going to go down another level and then another level to get the other pieces of the scepter. We got the scepter on our first kill. How nice is that? Because that took me a long time to kill it. Lovely. I wonder if that is the case for all of these pieces, because I think I got it pretty early on at the flesh crawlers as well. But we got one more piece left to get. It's going to be Anku's, so it might take ages to kill one because my range is only 33, right? No, 34. So I'm going to try and kill a few. If we get it early on, that's great, but we might not, so we'll have to see. Right, here it goes. First kill. Are we going to get the piece we need? Go on. Give us the piece we need, Iron Jesus. I need to go and get my arrows before they despawn. Nope. 2 lore runes though. That's exactly what we're wanting. Get off me, skeleton. Oh, it's a good thing I brought my lobsters to lure him out my way. I nearly missed this drop because I was cooking my dinner and I was out of the room. But oh yes, I thought it was from the other guy. It wasn't letting me pick it up. I was clicking on the bones. So now we have everything we need to make a full skull scepter. So that's nice. We got like 3 range levels here. We're now range 37. So that did take a while, but I'm glad I did that now. Got that out of the way. And so here we go. We use that on that, that on that, and then that on that. And we've got a skull scepter, and I can use all of these pieces in my bank now to just give it more teleport charges. I've got 10 right skull halves. I've got another bottom of the scepter. So we've just got loads and loads of teleports, which I'm going to use to train there and get more drops. So we'll just have unlimited teleports to the stronghold of security. Right, so I've been working hard on some crafting really. We're at level 28 right now, and this is a pretty good way to train it. I was doing a bit in Alcarud, walking up to the mine, mining the silver, walking back to the furnace, making the holy symbols, and then selling them to the general store. Pretty good strategy. But now I'm at Varrock and I'm just banking the silver ore, and then at a later date we will head off to Falador and do all of the smelting. This is pretty good for my mining, my smithing when I'm making the silver bars, and obviously this is mainly for crafting. It's pretty fast crafting XP and it's a bit slower on the other skills, but it's a pretty good strat. I do actually enjoy it. It's just a little bit annoying having to world hop for getting the silver ores. There's a lot of people on free to play doing this, mostly Iron Men, for their crafting, but it's not that bad. The goal for crafting at the moment is 50. I'm not going to go straight to 50 I don't think, but I'm going to try and keep working towards it. 50 would be the level that would give me Amulet of Strength, so that would be useful for training melee obviously, and then after that we would want to head towards, I can't remember what the level is for Amulet of Power, but Amulet of Power is the best free to play item. That's level 70, so that's a high level, but that's where we've got to head towards, so we're going to keep grinding it out. Right, I took a break from crafting and mining, whatever, and I actually went from 26 to 30 fire making, just did that for now. That's unlocked me willow logs to fire make, so I can now go and train some wood cutting at willows in Drainer and get that fire making up a bit more. And then I've come to flesh crawlers now, and I'm just doing some AFK training here. It's not very efficient because I don't get any bones for any prayer, and there's pretty much no drops, but it's pretty AFK because I'm on PS4. Normally I would do like AFK lobsters, but I thought because my fishing's pretty high at the moment, I've got a lot of food in the bank, I'm going to just do some AFK training here, just doing some melee. And I went from 20 defense to 30 defense, and now I'm just working on some strength and attack. I'm at 491 total level, and one of my first goals before the free-to-play Ironman was to get 500 at least before going to members. So closing down on that 500 goal, which is pretty nice. And when we're stronger here, we can start going to things like moss giants and killing those because they've got some good drops. We can go to, we can start thinking about doing things like Dragon Slayer and things. So looking good. Once we get to 40 attack, I'm going to have to go and make sure I do all the quests to get 31 quest points and go to the Champions Guild and buy some stuff there. And we are also pretty close to 40 range, and I'll get that soon at Hill Giants. And then I'll be able to get some green d'hide and put that on, so I also need to get Champions Guild for that, so some good motivation to do some questing coming up soon. Okay, after a very AFK evening at Flesh Crawlers and Zombies, I've been training up to 40 attack, 40 strength, and now 35 defense. Going to get 40 defense and then go on and train strength up, so I can wield rune, and I can soon wield rune armor, and that means tomorrow I need to go questing. So I'm going to try and get as much questing as I can to get 31 quest points, and then make some cash, and then buy rune sword, rune plate legs, rune chain body I think I can buy, and that would be nice. I'm going to have some rune on. That's going to be beast on my Iron Man.